You're watching BCTV. We're all about Branford. You're watching BCTV, Branford Government Television, a service of Branford Community Television. This program is brought to you in part through the support of the town of Branford.
Call the January 21st Selectmen meeting to order at the Community House at 46 Church Street. Item number 1, to consider and if appropriate, approve the minutes from December 17th, 2025. For the record, the board approved the settlement of several tax appeals at the last meeting. The minutes contain the settlements that were addressed. And then, so that's the motion. So moved. Well, we'll do that after we move the minutes.
All right, I'll move it.
All right, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, no. And then we're gonna make a motion to add a request from the Friends of Willoughby Wallace Memorial Library for an exemption as permitted by section 115-4 of the Code of the Town of Branford regarding the consumption of alcoholic beverages in a public area and allow the serving of beer and wine in a monthly art opening reception as item 9A.
I'll move we add that.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session to hear tax appeals.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Call this meeting back to regular session. Make a motion that we approve the settlement for the pending tax appeal for 6 Linden Point Road. And no votes were taken in executive session.
I'll second the motion to accept the settlement on the tax bill.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 3, to consider and if appropriate approve a request from the Land Trust to abate the taxes effective as of the date of the acquisition of the following properties. Parcel formerly known by Cheyenne Ho, conveyed to the Branford Land Trust on 9/24/2024, located at 3-7 Rockland Park. And the parcel formerly owned by William Horn, conveyed to the Branford Land Trust on 12/27/2023, known as Bankus Island.
Good evening. For the record, James Perito from Halloran Sage, representing the Land Trust. I sent a letter to the board December 19th outlining the request of the Land Trust pursuant to Connecticut General Statutes 12-127 and 12-81B. We've done this before in front of the Board of Selectmen. Typically what happens is that if the Land Trust is purchasing a piece of property, we always make sure that the owner has paid all the taxes and we adjust up to the point that we get it. Often what happens is on some of these properties, when they're being donated, there's a lag time between when the Land Trust owns the property and when the bills come out. And as, sorry. You good, Henry? Okay, thanks. And again, I think the first selectman mentioned the 2 parcels. First one is a deed that was recorded 1393 at page 312. It's located at 3-7 Rockland Park Road. It's a nice parcel that has a bit of a pond on it, and it's in the Short Beach section. And the other is an island that Bill Horn and his wife acquired from another town's owner and conveyed it to the Land Trust. They call it Bonka's Rock. It has some other names as well. So this board has done this pursuant to the Town of Branford Code 2020-1, which allows for the exemption. I have attached the tax bills, the one for the Bonkus Island is a total of about $229.36, and the one for the pond is a total of $682.66. So we're requesting pursuant to the statute and the town code that those tax bills be waived for this. And now that the trust owns it, they've properly filed the documentations that it just is exempt going forward as a land trust holding property.
All right, I make a motion that we abate these taxes as requested.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Item number 4, to receive a report from Brian Droney for emergency work conducted at the transfer station scale house related to a fire. The work was completed by R.A. Torrey Painting in the amount of $25,580. But I don't know if that's all been completed.
No, not yet.
Right. But the request for that amount of money to repair to the fire that took place at the transfer station, as you may recall, in December,
Right.
early December, right?
Right after Thanksgiving.
Right, it was Thanksgiving,
Yeah, that weekend.
November 30th.
somewhere in there. It all is a blur, there's been more than one fire. Go ahead.
So he actually just started the painting. Those quotes totaled to that amount. It's for the painting of the interior, sealing all the drywall from any smoke, 2 coat to finish, painting of the floor, and then come springtime, painting the exterior building. Because the siding replacement is the easiest one to get was white. So come springtime, the whole building is going to be painted.
Okay, very good. Any questions?
No, it's fine.
All right.
Properly, I'll move it.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, so moved. To consider and if appropriate waive the bid for the purchase and installation of 6 new 90-minute fire-rated classroom doors at Branford Early Learning Center, award the contract to Vogel Glass Company LLC in the amount of $16,000. I'll speak on this. So you're aware, the school there, the Branford Early Learning Center, which is down in Pine Orchard, they need some new doors because they don't function properly, and it's not just a safety issue, but I think that's my biggest concern. So we got some prices. We were waiting for a third price, which didn't come in. So we just decided that we would go with this price, and we have to waive the bid to do so. So I put that in the form of a motion.
Why would we waive the bid when we got 2 quotes? And
I think
this
you
is the
need-
lowest one.
You need 3 quotes.
Okay.
You need 3 quotes.
Okay. I'll move it.
Okay, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes. Item number 6, to consider and if appropriate waive the bid to complete the Department of Public Works tenant fit-out work at 30 East Industrial Road and award the contract to A. Succandino and Sons Incorporated as outlined in a proposal dated December 10th, 2025 in the amount of $380,730 with a 15% contingency set aside. Total cost not to exceed $437,840. On this one, we got a number of quotes. We did actually get 3 quotes. One of them we got through the COG, which in theory actually completes the bid process. But that was for $500,000. We got 2 other quotes, one of them being this one and another one for $340,000. Upon extensive discussion with the various departments, they liked this quote because of the Succandino actually built the building in which they would be doing the work, so they felt like there was less chance of contingency and extras because they knew exactly what they were getting into, and their timing, was spot on. I spoke with them yesterday, and they actually are willing to start ordering the stuff once, they've been awarded that bid. So I put that in the form of a motion.
I'll second.
And do you have any discussion, any questions?
No, their quote is self-explanatory.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item number 7, green use. To consider and if appropriate, approve a request from the Branford Parks and Recreation and Senior Services Department for use of the town green, rear green area on Thursdays from June 25th through August 27th to hold the annual jazz concert series from 6 to 8. And to consider and if, to consider and if appropriate, approve a request from the Shoreline Community Church for the use of the town green, rear green area on July 2nd, 2026 to hold a concert from 6 to 8 p.m. So we are moving to have the every Thursday, and in addition, looks like a Monday, July 22nd. So I put that in the form of a motion.
I'll move it.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. Item number 8, to consider if appropriate, approve a request from the Stony Creek Museum for an exemption as permitted by section 115-4 of the Code of the Town of Branford regarding the consumption of alcoholic beverages in a public area and allow the serving of beer and wine at 4 of its meetings, fundraising and or membership events between February 2026 through February 2027.
I'll move it.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Item number 9, I think we'll take item number 9 and item number 9A at the same time. To consider and if appropriate, approve a request from the Willoughby Wallace Memorial Library for an exemption as permitted by section 115-4 of the Code of the Town of Branford regarding the consumption of alcoholic beverages in a public area and allow the serving of beer and wine at a music event on February 28th, 2026. Request is also coming from the Friends of Willoughby Wallace Memorial Library on at an art opening on the same date.
Monthly art openings.
Monthly art openings. So I put this in the form of a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, motion passes. Item number 10. To consider and if appropriate, approve the following proclamation, Arbor Day. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nations and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife, and whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our town increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of the business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, we, the Board of Selectmen of the Town of Branford, do hereby proclaim April 24th, 2026 as Arbor Day in the Town of Branford, and urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands and plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. And I put that in the form of a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Item number 11, appointment on the Human Services Board, Sandra
Fill in.
fill-in to fill a vacancy left by James
Integrity.
Intaglia, term to expire December 31st, 2028, and I put that in the form of a motion.
I'll move it. She submitted a very detailed resume, so I think she'd definitely be good.
Yeah,
candidate for that job.
absolutely, and just for the public, Peter, the head of the counseling center, supported this appointment.
Very good. A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes. Reappointments, Human Services Board, Joe Mooney,
John.
John, sorry, see that? It's just an automatic. John Mooney and Vincent
Manganese.
Raganese, terms to expire December 31st, 2028.
I'll move it.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, item number 13, correspondence. I see none, so item number 14, other.
We're
Right.
good.
Hearing none. Item number 15, adjournment. I put that in the form of a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We are adjourned.
This program was brought to you in part through the support of the Town of Branford. Watch town meetings and other videos on demand at BranfordTV.org.